Welcome to Thriving Communities podcast.
The main problem people were facing when the brand wants to enter to global market. Three major questions. What are my compliances that I need if I have to do exports? What are the country that I need to be in? So I'm in this category. The idea is, can we help people to understand different channels, different marketing channels? With that thought process, we started Export Circle, and thankfully 50 founding members, because of their shout out, their support and everything, we've crossed 5,000 members with 20 global chapters. कम्युनिटी बनाने में ना एक पर्पस होता है एंड कम्युनिटी इज नेवर अबाउट एन इंडिविजुअल. कम्युनिटी इज ऑलवेज अबाउट द ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल हु आर द पार्ट ऑफ दिस कम्युनिटी. विल मेक दिस कम्युनिटी नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट. लेट दिस कम्युनिटी ग्रो टू अ वर्ल्ड लेवल.
What we have started recently doing is we are reaching out to community builders, community and ecosystem builders, and talking to them about their journeys and also how have they been building communities, and particularly thriving communities. Right, communities can be built. It doesn't cost you, but it does cost you a passion. Your passion, your time, your money, your sweat, and a lot of communities get started as a passion project, but when it comes to monetization also there's a lot of challenges, right? A lot of communities face this challenge. But what we want to start is, can you tell the audience a little bit about your journey, who you are, and why communities, why Export Circle, a little bit about your journey, and then lead to your present development as a community builder for Export Circle.
In 2006, I started as a graphic designer and then eventually moved to e-commerce space. I think I loved e-commerce so much, the entire domain and all. I've stuck to this domain itself, and it's been 20 years I've spent in e-commerce domain itself. And back when we didn't had Flipkart, Amazon, and that's when our journey started. So I keep telling people whenever we usually meet with our old colleagues and everything, we just say, look at the time where people were not even aware what were the variants versus attributes about the product, or people were not even aware what a high resolution image is that time. To now that they know what they want, right? So this is how the complete evolution of e-commerce has been, and I'm grateful to be part of this entire cycle. We've learned a lot, massive learning in this space. And I've also worked, we were in Hyderabad, and then, there was a platform called Marjek, which is similar to what Shopify is today. And we used to build websites and everything. That's when my complete learning of e-commerce and everything got started. When I started, I was not even aware what a CTA is, call to action. To where I am, where, we know all the terminologies of e-commerce and everything. So it's a great journey. I'm also an ex-co-founder of Prelaunchos, which was a services company. Then I'm ex-eBay, ex-Unicommerce, ex-Cartrocket, which is now ShipRocket. So I've worked with these founders, learned a lot. Thankfully, I was always in a place where I was working with the leaders in the company. And that gave me a massive learning about what I'm doing, why I'm building. So logistics also, this complete platform also. So if you say, I have most of the experience working with SaaS platforms who are enabling e-commerce and everything. So yeah, technology side, I have a very in-depth understanding, as well as on the services side and what a consumer wants and everything. While working with Unicommerce in 2017, that's where we started this community called D2C Insider. When the community got started, I felt this is nothing new, because this is what I've been doing in my life. I think I just got the platform to enable it, and that comes very natural. And that's why I think, apart from my full-time job and everything, I was able to do justice to D2C Insider. We built that community for almost 7 years, and we've seen how D2C space in the country today is. And I think D2C Insider has played a very important role, a silent partner role, kind of, to build that ecosystem where we are in India today. And pretty grateful for that effort and everything. So if I just go back and see what we have built, it was a magical community, right? And that's where I actually understood what a community can become. While working with this company called GoGlocal, we kind of onboarded 250 brands in 9 months, and that was an eye opener for all of us. The main problem people were facing when the brand wants to enter to global market, three major questions: what are my compliances that I need if I have to do exports? What are the country that I need to be in? So I'm in this category. What countries are relevant to me? And then what are the different channels which I can use to get into that country? So, because if the moment you think about going global, the first thing comes to your mind is Amazon.
Yeah.
There's no other platform you can think of, or maybe eBay, or maybe some more because of the internet and everything and the exposure. But there are more than 900 plus platforms across globe. The way we have Nykaa and regional marketplaces, category wise marketplaces is similar we have in different countries as well. So the idea is, can we help people to understand different channels, different marketing channels, what works in which country and everything? And I just thought, why this information is so exclusive to some consultants who are charging warm, or probably to some enablers who are, filtering the information and giving whatever is required. Why it's not available as a full segment where they're learning everything in one go and solving everything? And why there is no ecosystem who's completely helping the people? I think before Export Circle, if they want compliances, it was a task for people to connect with the right compliance company and all that, right? So with that thought process, we started Export Circle, and thankfully 50 founding members, because of their shout out, their support and everything. Today, I think we've crossed 5,000 members with 20 global chapters. And
Amazing.
I have my firm belief in what community means. I think in second time, it's more clearer. When I left D2C Insider and we started Export Circle, most of the things I get to know, ठीक है, one time तो luck होता है, second time बना पाएगी कि नहीं बना पाएगी and all that. But today, I'm a proud, you could say a contributor to where Export Circle is, and I'm very grateful to God that second time भी मैं बना पाई. So yeah, that's about. And now we're kind of building a lot of stuff around exports only.
Phenomenal. So looks like what the divine powers have put in your professional path is, you started doing web earlier on the internet era, the early internet era, and then you started looking at ecosystem plays around Shiprockets of the world, eBays of the world, marketplace, and logistics, etc. And then what supports this whole e-com or internet economy, right? And then this volunteering gig of yours, where you out of passion you built, and you're part of the founding team of D2C Insider, which has done incredibly well, right? Bringing together D2C founders, a lot of questions getting answered, etc. And then wahan se bhi, I think D2C is a very broad game, right? It's a broad kind of net spread, everything across D2C. Usme se bhi to go and look at exports, right? Because exports is a very, very lucrative area, but also a very painful area, and a lot of people don't know a lot of things about this export area, right? And now with the government of India is also opening up a lot of doors, right? There's EU market opening. There is the talk about UK opening up the trade agreements. US we're going back and forth, but hopefully that will also be very, very soon ironed out. When you look at geographies, Shruti, right? What geographies do you think are incredibly well suited for India and for businesses looking to export from India to these geographies? Do you have preference for geographies, or Export Circle is looking at geography specific sub communities, or how do you look at this kind of geopolitical and the geography based approach?
I have a very different thought process around when it comes to geographies and everything. there are few geographies which you can't ignore because they are massive. Of course, US is one of them, and great competition, dilution, everything. The moment you see competition, of course, the prices, the margins decreases, and they get optimized. But it is that child which you have to be in. It is one country where you have to be in. You can't ignore that country. The only thing is whether today, when a brand wants to go global, the first thing they do is US market. However, US market is not for immature people. The market is for mature people, and that's where most of the brands get stuck.
What do you
I
mean by
always
what?
believe,
Can you define that, Shruti? What is matured, and like, are you ready? How do you define what is ready to go to US?
you have to do lot of stuff in when it comes to US market. You have to work on the supply chain to optimize the margins and everything. You have to ensure that your product quality is very good to beat because US by default is a country which has been which is a magnetic field for all the countries across the world. Even it's not just India, right? If it is an Australian brand who wants to go global, the first thing they will do is US, right? So
Yeah.
when I say maturity in terms of understanding the consumer, what kind of quality works. So are you able to create those kind of quality products rather than compromising on the quality? The other thing is also, do you understand what kind of experience a US consumer is supposed to get? Again, it's not like a very premium market. People know there's a value for money as well. There's a high competition as well, and apart from online, the offline plays a very important role, and it's a big country, right?
Yeah.
So you need to understand that country is also divided into multiple things, and you have to understand which zone is working how, and how the consumer behavior in each zone is, right? South America, North America. Again, North America is divided into multiple segments. So you need to understand the segments also. And you need to understand the margin structure as well. Most of the brands, what they do is they probably are live on Amazon. They sell their products. बिकता नहीं है तो उनको लगता है, we tried US but it didn't work out for us. Because then you just send the products there. You have not studied properly what kind of pricing, what kind of right pricing strategy needs to be, what kind of right product quality has to be, so वो सारे रिसर्च में थोड़ा मिसिंग होता है. आपको लगता है आपने अमेज़न में प्रोडक्ट्स डाल दिए, लिस्ट कर दिया और माल भेज दिया वेयर हाउस पे, आपका एक्सपोर्ट हो गया नहीं. And that's why most of the brands get burned. But I think brands are now, the founders are understanding that, and they're building very nicely. We have a very beautiful examples like Petal. So Aditya is doing amazing in US. He's understanding the
phenomenal.
market. So he's understanding the market. He's spending time there.
Right.
He's understanding how the consumer behavior is, and he's trying to be there. Then there's also a brand called Two Organic Brothers Farm. So Two Brothers Organic Farm. So they have good products. They're also selling. So when you're going into any market, you need to understand what kind of quality you are selling. And if there are other people who are selling the same quality, what kind of price strategy you need to be. The other thing is also what kind of places you need to be.
Yeah.
It's not like आप हर जगह बेच रहे हो. आपको कौन से मार्केट्स में एंट्री चाहिए, कैसे चाहिए, क्या करना है, लोकल प्रेफरेंसेस क्या होते हैं. So US is one. Then in my belief, every market is the right market for you. Even Japan, I see great value. The only thing is you need to understand how each market works.
Yeah.
Maybe a market is small, a market is big. Maybe in US you get massive opportunity, but given the competition is high, उतने कंज्यूमर जो खरीद रहे हैं वो उतने ब्रांड्स में डिवाइड हो जाएंगे ना फिर. बट अगर आप किसी छोटे कंट्री में जा रहे हो, आपका प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है, आपको वहां से शायद ज्यादा प्रॉफिट हो बिकॉज आपके पास मार्जिन है, राइट? So I always believe it's up to you how you want to perceive your brand when it comes to global market. how do you want to start, and every country is very customizable. I mean, when we do our program, we actually tell people how each country behaves, and we say as if we are the country and now we want this and that, why we are growing and all that. So
Mhm.
it's very interesting how we actually explain to people. They understand very well. But I think when it comes to going global, the first thing that people need to change is the mindset. If they have the same mindset and they think, no, I have this product, I want to go global, that will not work. You have to change your mindset that, okay, I have to do international, let's focus on this country, let's see what this country wants. And I have the capability to build those products, even if it requires some customization.
Wonderful.
So the moment you have that kind of mindset, then you will be able to, get success in that country. And
Lovely.
that's where most of the founders get failed.
What are the challenges you face as a community builder, or when you build a community, you are number one, right? It starts with you. So when you started, the Export Circle started with you. On day one, what are the challenges? Don't you feel alone? My God, yeah, how will I build this community? Where I'm going to find these people? Where do I start? What are the challenges? And then once you overcome those challenges, what are the benefits, or some successes, etc.? What do you think of the journey?
Yeah, given I've already built a community and this is my second stint,
Yeah.
I think while building Export Circle, I was very, very clear what I want, what I don't want. And not just building community, you build anything of your own, it's a lonely journey. तो वो तो by default था, उसमें कोई question ही नहीं है. Sometimes you feel that, loneliness, sometimes you don't. You sometimes feel, oh, you are scattered with so many people in and around. So that's all in your brain, how you're thinking your day is going to be today.
Yeah.
So I will not focus too much on that. But yeah, when we started Export Circle, I think I was very clear what the community meant, what problem we are solving, and stick to that problem. Because sometimes what happens, आपको इतनी opportunities मिलती हैं कि आप इधर उधर भागते हो. ये भी
Yeah.
करना है, वो भी करना है. For example, today AI world is coming, but we are not diluting our community to becoming AI than exports, right? So
Yeah.
our focus is very clear. And you keep seeing in the community also, I keep becoming Hitler and telling people, don't post this, not relevant and all.
Yeah.
So, that's a hard job, because sometimes, those people you know very well, and you have to say no to them, you have to delete that post, and you have to become the Hitler with your friends only, and that's a very hard job, trust me.
So
That's
you're
a
enforcing
tough
community
job.
guidelines. You're forcing guidelines, right? And that needs to be same for everyone.
moderating it.
Yeah.
Creating it, making it relevant, so that even if there are people who are not looking at a community messages on a daily basis, but when once in a week they are going through the messages and scrolling, I want all the messages or all the requirements to be relevant with them. They can connect, okay, this was also my requirement, what was the response on this query, all that. So they should feel connected, they should feel कि ठीक है, अगर मुझे export करना है तो ये community है, ये community export के सिवा कुछ नहीं बात करती है. I always tell people, don't think of community as a group. So if someone is saying, I've got lot of threats also कि आप community चलाते हो, group चलाते हो एक,
Threats?
तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है आप ही leader हो and all that. Yeah. So
Oh my God.
हम भी group चला सकते हैं. Like, please go on. I have no problem, because somehow people think कि community is a group of people. I can also build it, and please
Right.
do that. So मेरे को उसमें कभी गुस्सा नहीं आता है. इनफैक्ट मुझे हंसी आती है, क्योंकि कम्युनिटी बनाने में ना एक पर्पस होता है.
Yeah.
और वो पर्पस अगर आप डिफाइंड है, और एक बच्चा होता है ना, जब आप उसको प्यार से नर्चर करते हो, तो प्यार और डांट का नर्चर ना, दोनों में डिफरेंस दिखता है. एक प्यार से नर्चर किया हुआ बच्चा सॉफ्ट होगा, इमोशनल होगा, सपोर्टिव होगा. गुस्से से या ग्रीड से नर्चर किया हुआ बंदा कैसा होगा? अपॉर्चुनिस्ट होगा, मूड मतलब बहुत ज्यादा उसके मूड स्विंग कर रहे होंगे, अनप्रिडिक्टेबल होगा. So I feel the community that we are nurturing is with love, with emotion, with empathy, and that's what people give back to you as well. So that's why I think the community is relevant. I don't have to do too much hard job. The only thing is you need to moderate the community in a nicer way.
Yeah.
There were few things we were very clear. the community is going to be not for profit. The reason is sometimes the community becomes bigger than you, and it always happens if your community is growing.
Right.
And then what happened? An individual, if that person is growing, an individual I'm talking, the community people itself will not like it.
Right.
You know, हमारे कंट्री में होता क्या है, कोई अच्छा करे तो लोग ऊपर से अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, बट दिल से गालियां देंगे, राइट? बट कोई खराब करे तो गालियां तो वैसे भी देंगे। तो खैर वो रीजन नहीं था, बट द आइडिया इज when the community becomes bigger, all the members should feel that this is their success, this is what they have built together. And community is never about an individual. Community is always about the group of people who are the part of this community, right?
Yeah.
And hence we we thought we'll make this community not for profit. Let this community grow to a world level. So my focus is not just for India. Today we have reached to 5,000 people. Tomorrow we will also land to 50,000 members, right? And I wish we could make this one of the largest community in the world. So
Lovely.
when I'm building Explore Circle, I'm not thinking about India, I'm thinking about world, because I'm building it for the world, right?
Yeah,
So that's the opportunity that I see. And hence we are not focusing too much on monetizing the community, and I don't think it will ever happen even in future,
Okay.
because the monetization part, whatever business I'm trying to build, is outside the community that I'm building parallel to it.
Okay.
So the business is growing in parallel and the community is growing parallel. We have a group where all the community admins are the part of it, and we keep sharing our problems, and we keep brainstorming with each other. And recently there's someone posted that it's a no thank you job and thankless job it is, and then you don't even monetize a community, you do charity and still आप गालियां खाते हो, कोई आपको थैंक्स तक नहीं कहता है, कोई कुछ नहीं कहता है, राइट?
Yeah.
जब उनको काम होता है तो आ जाते हैं, उसके बाद चले जाते हैं, उनको मतलब भी नहीं है, and they don't even think the kind of hard work that gets into building the community. So I was listening to it, and then they were saying the moment we say this is paid, this is this, this is that, then people have problem. They don't even see that we are doing so much work for no money, and if we're asking for small money also, people usually have problem.
Yeah.
And I was just telling someone because he was brainstorming and he was struggling how to monetize the community and all that, and he was saying, let me create an accelerator program and all that. And then I told him it will not work, because unless you do not have the expertise in that domain and you're just creating an accelerator program which exists everywhere, it will not work for you. The other thing is also, if you think of monetizing the community, and for monetizing bit of it, you are building the accelerator program, but you don't see that there's a gap, it's not available anywhere, and I can bring something like that, तब तक वो नहीं चलेगा. अगर आप एक और क्रिएट कर रहे हो तो नहीं चलेगा. अगर आप अकेले हो जो क्रिएट कर रहे हो उस डोमेन में, तो आपका बिजनेस चलेगा, कम्युनिटी में भी. So then I told him, if you're thinking of building a business, think of it as a business. Don't think of it as a community.
Lovely. So Shruti, tell me something now. I was checking out your LinkedIn profile. वहाँ पे I see three things. I see Export Connect, I see Export Circle, or I see Export Hub. ये तीनों में what is the difference, and like which is the community, which is the business angle, and can you explain a little bit about that? All three.
So Export Circle is where our journey started. It's a community, it's a not-for-profit community, and we will keep working on it. It's all the things which like you want something, you want to learn, we do webinars and everything. That's a free learning. We will never
Correct.
charge for those things. The other thing that we run is our accelerator program, where we help people to understand which market to enter, how different market works, what is the customer behavior, what kind of marketing strategy they should have in when it comes to different countries, what are the different channels they can look at. That's a complete program that we run.
Which is the Hub or the
with
Connect? Hub or Connect?
Connect.
Connect. Okay.
Export Connect.
Okay.
Yeah, Export Connect. It's a proper program, which is a 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks program.
Okay.
Very intensive workshops that we do, and those kind of understanding, at least I think, will not be available anywhere in the country right now.
Got
The
it.
kind of understanding, because it comes from our experience.
Yeah.
And we did a session on TikTok,
Nice.
the
For the
in-depth
US, yeah.
understanding of TikTok and all that. So we try to do things which are probably generally available नहीं होती है लोगों के लिए,
Yeah.
और लोगों को समझ नहीं आता है करना कैसे and all that. So it's a very extensive program. It's for the brands जो probably आते हैं, श्रुति मुझे इस country में जाना है, मेरे पास ये product है, मैं कैसे जाऊँ? It takes a lot of time to help them. So that's why we said इन सबको एक साइड करके एक एक्सीलरेटर प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं. किसी को भी समझना है, प्लीज प्रोग्राम का पार्ट बनो. वी एम टू इवन we aim to nudge with these programs with colleges also, so that
Sure.
the very initial learning can be done, and they know when they want to pursue their career, or they want to start something, what product they should have. So the basic is all clear to them.
Got it.
And we also want to do it with the MSMEs that probably waiting for the buyers to come, but they don't know what kind of product will sell in which country and all that.
Yeah.
So that's one piece. Export Hub is very different. In fact, we're launching it soon.
Mhm.
So it's a hub of different countries, which will help brands to go online and offline retail distribution kind of.
Okay.
So we will help you get. So we are creating an experiential store in each country, and that experiential store is something where all the B2B buyers, all the retailers will come look at the product. So your product is available to have a touch and feel in that country, the way you do trade shows.
Got
Now
it.
that trade
Okay.
show is limited to 3 days only for you,
Yeah.
right? You go into a trade show and 2-3 दिन के लिए आप वहाँ पे अपना शॉप लगाते हो और products दिखाते हो and all that. What if I say this is a kind of a trade show which is available 24/7 around the year?
Lovely. So it's an assortment of your, pre-picked brands that they'll get sampling and access to and all that, right? Wonderful. This is
Yeah.
a phenomenal
apart
idea,
from-
actually. Yeah.
And apart from that, we are also helping them distribute to online channels, offline channels, and everything.
Yeah.
Of course, it comes at a different cost, it's a different structure. And we starting with India, because India we are very strong. We're starting global brands to bring to India, and Indian brands to Dubai. So we're starting with India and Dubai, and
Nice.
then more countries to follow. And that's what we are building at Export Hub.
Lovely. Two quick questions, right? One is, what are your 3 tips since you have built communities? What are your 3 tips to building thriving communities? If people want to build community or be around thriving communities, what are the 3 tips? And second, how can people join Export Circle community? How do they get in touch with you or the Export Circle community?
When anyone is thinking of a community, building a community, think of it, what problem you're going to solve in the community. Because the problem is the main thing that people should be aware. Okay, if I'll come to this community, if I have this problem, this community is useful to me. So define your A game while finding the real problem, and stick to that topic, stick to that problem, and trying to find solutions to solve that problem for people. The second thing, आप अपनी ego को side में रख देना while building a community.
Yeah.
Ego has no place, self-respect has, but ego has no place. You can't just say I'm the admin of this community and I can do whatever I want, because sometimes, most of the times, even the admin has to go as per the rules that he or she has created, right?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
can't miss your guidelines or ignore your guidelines if you are the admin, in fact.
Yeah.
So that's another piece. The third and most important thing is, you need to understand the emotions of the members that are coming to your community. If you are not able to connect with the members of your community, whatever you do doesn't matter. It's going to be another group for those members.
Mm.
So that means whatever your actions are, so you keep seeing me. Whenever we do something new, we started the webinar sessions. So
Yeah.
I asked in the community, do you really want the webinars for us to arrange?
Yeah.
And the moment we got the poll around it, then that's when we started. So
Yes.
it gives the little authority to all the members, and you also understand what is the real requirement in the community, and you are creating those developments based on the results that you get.
True.
So, most of the yes comes in the first go. So, you need whatever you are doing in the community, you need those understandings with your members, whether they want it also or just doing it for your own thought process. I think these three things are very, very important for a community to be engaging. I think even D2C Side and Export Circle, both the communities are very engaging because we were solving problems.
Mhm.
There's the entire today, Export Circle has the entire ecosystem that probably a brand, a founder needs to build or needs to go to export. आपको compliances का बंदा चाहिए, आपको logistic का बंदा चाहिए, आपको CHA का बंदा चाहिए, आपको वहाँ का importer चाहिए किसी और country का, आपको buyer चाहिए, आपको सारे connects मिल जाते हैं.
Nice.
So
nice.
hence, overall Export Circle is very relevant to people. And that's why the community is growing, that's why the people are coming, that's why the engagement is there.
How can people join the Export Circle community? Where do they find
Very
you?
simple. Go to the website www.exportcircle.com, XPORTCIRCLE, exportcircle.com.
Yeah.
You fill the form, and after filling the form, you will get a WhatsApp link. Just join that link.
Lovely. What are the tools or different softwares or platforms can a community builder use to build communities, right? You build communities. Do you require separate tools to build communities, or you're just using Telegrams and WhatsApps of the world? How do you see the importance of tools or platforms?
I think we've been debating this for more than 10 years now, and we always get stuck with the WhatsApp because it's a first platform that people use to communicate anything. It's like retail होता है ना, जहाँ consumer है वहाँ आपको जाना पड़ेगा. ऐसे जहाँ पे लोग सबसे ज्यादा जो प्लेटफॉर्म यूज करते हैं, कम्युनिटी बिल्डर्स को भी वही जाना
पड़ेगा.
So leave the tools, leave the AI, leave everything.
Yeah.
You need to first of all see what is one thing they actually check every minute.
Yeah.
And by default, it's WhatsApp today. Unfortunately, I can't comment on that. But today, we have the only platform that people keep seeing every minute is WhatsApp. And there is no replacement to that.
Yeah.
If there is any, I'm happy to migrate to that platform. But there is none.
Yeah. No, amazing. Good stuff. I think this has been an incredible conversation, to talk about thriving communities and how do you build communities and your personal experience, since you've seen the birthing of two communities, right, so to speak, and growing up to where it is. And I'm also thank you for allowing us also to be part of the Export Circle community. I'm part of the community. I love that community. I see the exchanges, the value that different people bring, that you bring, etc. So we really want to put our tip our hats to your effort, and we also love the fact that you have in your mind two separate tracks or three separate tracks going, right? You have the non-monetization track, which everybody is welcome to join as a community member. There's no charge for that. And then you have a monetizable track where okay, now if you want some specialized services, it can be make sure you get the right channels and strategy and advisory. I think you have that going as well. So you're balancing both, right? And you have separated out, so that's good, right? So people are not confused. अरे यार यहाँ पे ये free है, ये क्या है? So I think that makes really sense. Amazing, building communities. I think reaching out to people, building connections, and adding value, creating value. That's what it is, right?
Thanks, Deepak. Wonderful discussion, and thanks for giving this opportunity. I hope a lot of people will learn how, when they think of building a community, how they should think. It's a very important piece while building it. Don't think of it building as a group on WhatsApp. It's a very important piece, and it becomes very important piece when you grow old and you see what you've been building.
Yeah.
You actually feel very proud of what you've been doing.
True, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Shruti.